So you guys had a good time, man?
We had a great time. It was a good holiday, and you know, but like I was saying, just like before we started, it's like, man, you go out of town, right? You
Yep.
get back to your normal routine,
Yep.
and it's like you're back into it. It's like you know what you're doing. It's your job, and okay, you know how to do it, but
All the shit,
it's
yeah.
it's 100 times more exhausting than it was before you left for your holiday.
Yeah. Because you're in holiday mode and you're just like, I want to be on a holiday. I don't want to do this shit. What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly, dude. And it's just that feeling of like, you know, it's like, all right, well, we had our holiday, we had our deserved time off, we worked for it, and now
Hmm.
it's like it's you get back that first day at work, and I don't mind my job at all, but you get back there and you go, oh, like all this shit starts over now.
Yeah, it's like a reset, isn't it?
It's a total reset. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, we worked for all these whatever months and months. We
Yep.
took our holiday. Now we're back from said holiday. Now I'm back first day at work, and it's like, oh, I'm starting from fucking ground zero. Like I have so much
It
work
is.
now.
You've got twice as much on the first day when you go
Yeah.
back. Your first day's not a normal day. It's, well, welcome back. You're fucked. Look at all the shit you have to do now because you took 12 hours off.
Yeah.
How dare you go away?
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed yourself when you went 2 towns over
Yeah.
for a
You
day.
went you
You
went
piece
to
of
the
shit.
toilet too long. Welcome back to hell.
Yeah.
Look at all the shit you've got to do. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to it because honestly, so um my mother-in-law is graciously taking us to Queensland not next week but the week after.
Nice,
So
dude.
we're going to be there for a week and I want to visit your mother and your stepfather at the restaurant. So if they could hook us up with the red carpet, I'll be there. But I want to
Oh,
go see him
absolutely.
like legit. But yeah,
Where are you gonna be? Like where?
it's called um
Is it like Gold
the
Coast?
Crown. Yeah, yeah, Gold Coast. I
Oh,
think we
dude,
looked it up. It's like an hour away.
it's an hour. You just drive one
Hmm.
hour, dude. You'll be there.
Hmm.
It's all good. They'll happily have you at the restaurant, man.
I'm gonna hit him up because I want to go there because the photos they be posting, it's not okay for it not to be in my mouth. I want that in my mouth. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do
Kind
it.
of like that burger you're eating right now that you're stuffing your face with.
I'm trying to get it down quickly so that the podcast is not just me eating.
You know what? There's an idea.
What's
A
that?
a podcast where the hosts just eat.
Well, doesn't Brad Pitt do that in all the Ocean's movies?
He
He's
eats a lot.
constantly he eats a lot.
He does eat a
I
lot.
bet I bet if you and I just sat down and ate the delicious food from Ruben's Bar and Grill or Bar and Deli, sorry,
Deli and bar.
Deli and Bar, that people would watch it. People watch weird shit,
Yeah, you're
random,
right. I've realized
random
that about
shit.
the internet. Yeah, people just
Yeah,
there's like a whole audience for what's called like it's like satisfying videos where like it'll
yeah,
be it'll be a time lapse of someone like cleaning their living room and it
yeah.
has 1 million views.
How?
Dude, I can't even begin to tell you just what entertainment has become
The motherfucker
today.
watching that video is in a dirty ass hoarder living room playing. Wouldn't it be nice if I could clean up? That would be like their dream that they're watching. Get your fat ass off the couch and clean up instead of watching people clean up. Jesus, man.
Yeah, dude. And there's this wacky like ASMR shit.
What's
Have
that
you
one?
seen
I
that?
probably
So
know what it
that's
is, but
well, that's the one where people like whisper and make certain noises into the microphone,
nope.
and it like puts
Never-
people to
okay.
sleep or stimulates them.
I was thinking about something totally different.
Well, that's yeah. It's the ASMR thing. It uses audio to like stimulate people. So like they'll chuck on a YouTube video of someone doing it, and the person, all right. So the person gets up to the mic and they start talking like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi everyone. Welcome to my ASMR video. Hi. And there's people out there who like start listening to it, and there's like dudes who like get hard from it.
What? Like that?
Yeah, so like some dudes would get hard from it, but then like other people, it like helps them go to sleep. So
So
it
it
just
depends on the
people
person.
react differently. Yeah, people react
Yeah.
completely differently to like to audible like stimulation.
All right, let's do one, and then we can post it separately under the whatever you said acronym.
ASMR.
We'll see. Well, ASMR. Do you want to start us off? What's the topic?
It has to be something just totally mundane, like
Okay. I went to feed my dog. There was the bowl empty, yearning for nourishment for itself. What would you like, dog bowl? One guess, you say? Ha ha ha. I've got your number. You want to be filled with delicious, inexpensive dog food. I got you, son. I got you. The dog food fills the bowl ever so deliciously.
I love that your fucking dog's barking right now.
It cannot wait to slide effortlessly down the saliva-filled throat of the Cocker Spaniel cunt that keeps ruining the podcast. Shut up!
Oh my god! Like as if
Like,
that could not be
is-
more perfectly timed.
Is someone gonna love that?
I imagine.
All right.
Sure, why not?
Why not? It's out there anyway. We'll find out. I'll just get a random letter in the mail 50 years down the track. Are you the dog food bowl guy? What?
Are you the guy who coined the term Cocker Spaniel cunt? Why, yes, I am. Wayne Peoples, nice to meet you.
That'd be me. How you doing? Mm-hmm. All right. You do one. Let's do a different animal type. You've got birds.
Oh, perfect. Hi, everyone. Mike Seamus Reed here. I was just out on a nice day of bird watching with some bird watching mates of mine, all of whom enjoy bird watching. As they watch birds through binoculars. binoculars. Bird, binocular. I recall looking up into a particular fig tree at dusk, and I saw an owl, and the owl looked at me with his owl eyes, and he said, "Ooh, ooh." And my mates and I, as we bird watched the bird with our binoculars, we made a funny little joke to the owl as it said, "Whoo, whoo," and we all looked at each other and we went, "Who? Us? Ha, 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 ha." Who? Us? Owl, joke, binocular, bird, watch, ha, ha.
I can see how people get hard from this.
I'm hard right now. I just jizzed
Yep.
like everywhere.
I just knocked my table over. Good luck saying binoculars from now on without going binoculars.
Yeah, I know. I'm just anyone who listens to this episode in that segment, I just hope that for the rest of their life, anytime someone hands them binoculars, they just start laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just go, "Oh, fucking binoculars."
What's so funny? Binoculars. You just
And
go
then-
to the
yeah.
fucking Bass Pro Shop. Excuse me, sir. Where are your binoculars?
and no one gets it but them.
No one. And you know what? Good for you for listening to us and being one of the chosen few.
Exactly.
If you're bird watching and the bird notices you, did you just get caught?
Hell yeah, you got caught.
Like, is the bird now
Yeah.
person watching?
Bro, I've always felt like the funniest shit is when like I watch like a nature documentary, right? Especially one with primates, because primates are very smart.
They like to prolapse their butthole a lot. Just saying.
Some of them do. Yes, that's very true.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's where the term balloon knot came from. Was from those dirty fucks.
And now it attempts to fart. But you can tell the male has tried to do it too exponentially. Therefore, his inside asshole has now become his outside asshole. Strangely, I want to lick it.
Oh, Jesus. That escalated. Good lord.
Hey, come on, Attenborough. Calm the fuck down, bro.
David Attenborough. Ha. Ha.
Ha. I was watching it, but then it saw me.
Bro, I watched this clip of these people who went on a gorilla trek. Okay, first of all, if I'm on a holiday, I'm traveling, and some guide comes up to me and says, "Hey, listen, would you like to go on a gorilla trek with me?"
Yeah, what are you saying?
Fucking bro, no.
No.
What do you mean a gorilla trek? No, we walk through the jungle with machetes. We just hack down some jungle. We'll just create our own path. It's fine. And then we're gonna go see if we can. We're gonna go chill with like silverback gorillas. We're just gonna observe them. It's gonna be cool,
Nah,
bro.
see,
Nah, dude.
no.
I don't think so.
I'd have the impulse to just rip my shirt off and climb a tree real quick and do some skateboard moves on the mossy vines. You just be like, "Ah!" Like just go full Tarzan. What's good, gorilla? Fuck you.
And then you get beat to death, and then
And
they
then I
look
get
at
beat
each
to
other.
death.
Yeah. And then the
Yeah.
guide says, "Now remember, everyone, never go full Tarzan."
Never go full Tarzan. But they like pay their respects to the tour guide. Thanks for bringing another dummy out into our neck of the forest for
Yeah,
us to devour.
exactly.
That's some more bone weapons for us to make.
Dude, so I'm watching this clip where they're on this gorilla trek, and the guide is telling these people. Now, now they're just sitting in jungle, like no path. Like they're just sitting in
That's
bush
ridiculous.
and plants, and just like they're just sitting in a sea of green. And
That's ridiculous.
bro, suddenly this silverback gorilla gets real close.
Mm.
Like sees them sitting there and just like fucking walks up. And
They
the
know
guide,
that it's coming, like they see it.
oh
or
dude,
like it just
oh, hell yeah, they
ambushed.
see it. They probably smelled it too.
Oh my god.
I mean, come on, tell me gorillas don't smell awful.
I don't know.
Surely they do.
I was gonna throw a joke in there, but
Well, that would be your prerogative, my friend.
I didn't want to. Nah.
But this thing gets real close, right? And
Yep.
the guide's like, now everyone, remember what I said. Don't look him directly in the eye.
Yeah, what's
And
that about?
just keep your head down, just look at the ground and keep absolutely still. You know, show no fear. Just really let him know that you mean no harm. Just it's like, hey, just hang out.
How are you supposed to let the gorilla know you mean no harm?
by
How?
by
How?
sitting there and pissing and shitting in your pants, you're so scared. That's how you mean no harm.
Expose your asshole to let him know you're a bitch.
Yeah, expose.
Yeah, all right.
Now,
All
if
right.
it's prolapsed, that's ideal.
Yeah, it's just
Show the
push it
primate
out.
you're one of them.
Yeah,
So the
Dude,
guide is
like,
like, just stare at the
that's
ground.
yeah.
And so this thing comes in. I'm not even kidding. It grabs the guide by the ankle. And it grabs him by the ankle and
Yeah.
starts to drag him like into the jungle, like away from everyone.
Dude.
And just see, this is how I know how smart they are.
Yeah.
Just at the point where everyone, including the camera operator and me watching, the viewer,
Yep.
right at the point where we think this gorilla is actually going to drag him all the way into the jungle and fucking beat him to death, and then probably
Yep.
ass rape him and fuck his mouth.
Why not?
It lets go. It just lets go, and then turns back to everyone and just gives everybody a look like just be aware. I really could have killed him and then come out here and killed all you motherfuckers.
So
And
that was like,
then he walks away.
So that was like I just did that.
Yeah, he was
And I
like
can do
you see that?
whatever I want.
He goes, you see that?
Damn.
That took zero effort from me. That was like lifting up a loose leaf paper.
That's nuts.
That was
dude.
nothing.
They're
And
so
dude-
powerful, man.
Dude, the guide like crawls back to the people, and he's all wide-eyed. You see his face, and he's like, holy fuck. And everyone, dude, there's this woman. She looks back up, like she had stared at the ground the whole time and she was shaking, and she looks back up like as the guy crawled back to them, and she sees that like the gorilla let go of him and he
Yeah.
made it back, and she just starts crying.
Yeah,
she's like, oh my god. And I'm like, well, people, you're on a gorilla trek.
Yeah. Like, what are you crying for? Is she like, thank God you survived the gorilla attack. Now you can guide us into more hostile territory. Like, would you listen to that motherfucker
Oh,
after he got dragged away by a gorilla?
dude, I just I couldn't believe it because this thing. I mean, but that's how smart this thing was. It took him away
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
right in front of everybody.
Mm.
Effortlessly took him away. It was like, "Hey, you're coming with me. Nothing you can do about it." And then he lets go. He goes,
Yeah.
ah, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
Go back to your
Fuck.
little piss brain fucking gorilla trek group."
I'll see you next week, Julio, when you bring a new batch of dummies up here with you. I'll
Yeah,
grab you on the right ankle because your left one's fucked.
yeah, because
I
I
just snapped it.
squeezed it with like 1/10 of my strength and
Yeah.
broke it.
You're going to want to get that looked at. Thanks for not hitting me with the machete, or else I would have killed you for real. Hey, but what if, like, human versus gorilla stare downs were like an ultimate sport? If you're not supposed
Ooh,
if
I
you're not
like that.
supposed to stare a gorilla directly in the eyes, what if they just like, yeah, had the gorilla restrained on something that was like at their max strength, and then you just started
Mm.
like they're just in a cage with a human being, and then it's just the stare down, and you see if the gorilla can break free of the restraints or the restraints, and just see what happens.
Dude, I like this idea. You know how they have like the Russians have like the Russian slap events, like the slap
Yeah,
Olympics.
that's exactly what I was thinking about. Yes.
So like you stand at a table and like you and the gorilla are like holding on to these like table handles. And
Yeah.
okay, and the thing is they have this gorilla like restrained, but not
Yeah.
much.
But
Like
not too
barely.
much. Like
Yeah,
they can. Yeah.
he's barely restrained.
Yeah, dude. How much would you have to accept to get into that ring or into that cage?
Oh, dude. That I think you're onto something here. I mean, surely, we're always
For
looking for
real.
like new sports,
Yeah, for real.
new things to watch on TV. I think Gorilla Stare Down.
Who wouldn't watch that though?
Oh
Honestly.
fuck, I'd be watching the hell out of that. Just because there's always that chance that the gorilla, barely restrained, just
Yeah.
has like a
Just
moment,
gonna.
that moment of pure rage.
What's that? What's that movie? Death Race is the movie, right?
Oh yeah,
So
Jason Statham.
yes. So you just take inmates and you go like, dude, you survived 10 minutes in a stare down contest with this gorilla that is barely restrained, and you can go on parole.
Oh, dude. Yeah,
Really
I'm with
though?
you.
Come on, man.
I'm with you.
Come on, man. Because if he's like a murderer or a rapist or whatever, if he dies, people are like, oh, he was a fucking this, that, and the third. Fuck him. Come on,
I would
bro.
watch the hell out of that, dude.
I'd watch it too. All right. Well, hey, we got the timestamp. Yes, sir. Now we just have to acquire some gorillas.
Gorilla Stare Down.
Gorilla stare down.
Brought to you
Who
by
the
the
f-
Cookie and Cream Podcast. It's Gorilla Stare Down on Spike TV.
And then we just have commercials about bird watching. Who's watching who? 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 It writes itself.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird watch. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. They walk into the store. Hey, can I help you, sir? Yeah. I have an ocular, but I'm after some binoculars. Yeah. Dude's like, what? Why'd you say it like that? What? Don't you
What?
know? Don't you know? Bro, cookie and cream.
We must be tired. We are
Oh God.
exhausted.
Yep.
I had the worst sleep Monday night. Which, okay,
Hmm.
this is why it was so disappointing. Because we
What
traveled
happened?
all of Sunday. We did that big ass drive back from Brisbane, right?
Yeah, good for you, man.
Fucking with the kids. It was fucking brutal.
Was it? Was it
Because,
like
look,
how
the
you
thing is,
remembered
the drive
when you were a
itself
kid?
is easy.
Yeah.
But when you have three kids in the back, you make frequent stops, which is fine. They
Yeah.
have to, you don't want them to take a piss in the car. That's fine. And that adds a little bit of time. It's not a big deal. But, dude,
Yeah.
Sunday night, like in the evening, we should have been back in Wollongong like 2 hours before we actually arrived back.
Oh
What
no.
ends
How
up
many stops?
happening, bro? No, dude, see, it wasn't even that, like, the whole trip down was fine. What ends up
Hmm.
happening is we get to the outskirts of, uh, like the Appin area, like outside of Campbelltown, like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
just
That's
out in those areas.
about an hour out. A little
Well,
bit
here's
over
the
an hour
thing.
out.
So suddenly there's roadworks and they block off like Picton Road and like all these other things.
Oh no.
Basically they block like all access into Wollongong except for like one detour route is in
Dude,
effect.
that sucks. That
It
sucks.
added, dude, I'm not even kidding, it added a fucking hour and a half to our
That
shit.
sucks, man.
And I was
On a
pissed.
Sunday?
On a Sunday they were doing this. That was the thing. I was pissed cuz
Hmm.
I was like this is happening on a Sunday?
Yeah.
Like it's Sunday at the time when we hit that first one, it was like I don't know, 7:30 p.m.
Hmm. Yep.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the,
What the
like
shit?
we should have been back, like we really should have been back at home at like just past 8 o'clock. We were like we were flying, like we were doing really well.
Yep.
Suddenly like we get into the house at like 10.
Damn, dude, that sucks.
So
That
anyway, the
sucks. That's
next
why I don't
day,
drive.
like, yeah, fucking. So the next day was like whatever, chilling, watched Super Bowl, did all that. Uh,
Yep. It was good to see you
yeah, man,
at the
yeah, hell
club.
yeah. And then finally, see, because on Sunday I was so tired, like I just like passed out in bed. It was like there was no chance of
Mm.
staying awake. It was just like I'm done, bye, like
Yeah,
out.
fair enough.
It
Yep.
was it was like passing out drunk, except I was perfectly sober. Very weird feeling. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I was so tired that I passed out, didn't have a dream, didn't do it. It was just nothing. It was just dead,
You just gone. Damn.
gone. And
Damn.
then so
All
Monday
right.
night, bro, like man, I go to bed. So this is like real bedtime. This is like, oh, I get to sleep in my own bed, like for real. Like this isn't a pass out.
It's
This is like
different.
I'm going to bed, I'm chilling,
Yeah. It's different.
and dude, it feels good. Like when you're
Yeah.
tired and you slide into your own bed, i-
Yeah.
it's almost orgasmic. It's just like, oh yes, like you know what, I
Your
miss
bed
this.
can be a fucking pallet, but when you go home to your own bed, it's the most comfortable thing ever. Like you could be sleeping
Exactly.
in a five-star hotel and be like, yeah, all right, and get over it and be looking forward to going to your own home and sleeping on your pallet bed and have the best night's sleep ever.
Yeah, and I think it has something to do probably with the familiarity of all of it.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Because
right. A lot of
I
us
mean,
are
our bed's
unfamiliar
pretty
with five
comfortable,
star.
but
Well, you got the new one, right? You got the. Was it just the bed frame or the new bed as well?
it's a new bed. But we also put like this pretty cool topper like over the mattress.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that space foam shit.
Ooh,
You
put
know what I
some,
mean?
sprinkle some musk on it.
Mm-hmm. I
Hmm.
do every night. Don't worry.
What is that? Space foam? Yeah, girl, you're gonna sink. Uh huh.
But I had the worst. Okay, you ever have a night of sleep where it's not even sleep? You could barely call it sleep. It's not insomnia. You're not wide awake, but you're not
Right.
asleep. It's just like this toss, turn, wacky ass, almost like fucked up fever dreams, except you're not sick. You,
Yeah, I've actually
you,
got sleep
it's just
apnea, so that
weird.
every night I sleep
Oh,
like that every night.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't envy you. I'll tell you that.
Well, I bet you don't. What? What? You're black and you can't sleep? No thanks. But yeah, I know 100% what you're talking about.
But dude, you
Not
see,
fun.
if I were you, I'd be like, man, this whole not sleeping thing is terrible. It sucks. But then
It
I'd
is.
lift up the sheets. I'd look at the size of my cock, and I'd go, well, I mean, life could be worse.
Well, it could be, but I actually have to, when I have an erect penis, I have to pull the sheets down because it's reaching the ceiling. Like a magician's reveal. Nah, it's not.
Like a circus tent.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Oh
Nah.
my god.
But
But
yeah, I'm glad you guys made it back safe, man, and all that. But yeah, sleeping in your own home's different to sleeping anywhere else. Have you ever slept? Have you ever had that good uh, night of sleep to where you wake up and you don't know where you are? Like you don't know where you're at, even if it's in your own home?
yeah, yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely had that.
yeah, yeah. I want that.
It's weird.
Yeah. It's super weird.
All right. So now, my friend,
What up?
it's great to be back with you.
Hmm.
Uh, Now, you folks listening, I'm surely you could tell, from the beginning, we are not in the same room. We're doing this
No.
remotely, and that's fine.
Yeah.
There was just no way. Like, we needed to get a podcast out there. We wanted to get together, have a chat, have some beers
Yeah.
together, even virtually. That's fine. That's all
Yeah.
good. But it's been a big crazy week. A lot going on. Most of you who
Yeah.
listen to this, Wayne and I are just working dudes. Like, we just work normal jobs. We ain't special. So we're tired like everybody else. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But we try to
That's
get this done for y'all because we love y'all and you know that.
right. Hmm.
So for the sake of time, I thought maybe we could go straight into a Mad Dog letter because he wrote to us
Yeah. Okay.
while I was away.
Yeah. Dope.
Came through the inbox. And I was like, oh,
Yeah. Cool.
the Mad Dog, he's still got it. He's still
Look at
writing it. He's
that.
still got stories.
Look at that. What a nice
Speaking of which, just side note, I was so I've been catching up on 1,001 Songs That Make You Want to Die podcast. I've been like
gentleman.
trying to do an episode catch up.
Hmm.
It's very hard for me to listen to like a bunch of podcasts, but that's one that I really try to listen to.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Yeah. They're awesome, dude.
And I had just earlier I was listening to the one of the latest ones that you were in actually, that you were a guest on.
Which one was that?
Um the artist was The Anxiety.
Oh.
The
Meet me at a spot. That one.
that yeah, that that
Yeah.
hunk of shit. I had never heard it
Oh
before.
my god, dude, me neither.
Jesus Christ, they played the audio stuff. I was like, what the fuck is this?
It was just words that rhymed.
It reminded me of like a Kids Bop album.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Or even like a Wiggles track, but the Wiggles are better.
It was catchy, and that's the thing. Like it was just like rhythmic, and it was just like got your head bopping. But the lyrics was like Jesus Christ,
Ugh,
bro.
it was horrible.
What the
But-
fuck, man?
But then I realized that they had managed to get on the Mad Dog himself,
Right?
and I was having a laugh because he's because it's like he's a mysterious guy. We don't know him. He's been a guest on our podcast once. We just know his voice. He's
he's
our
a cool
our
dude.
mystery man. But yeah, I thought anyway, Small World. I was like, oh shit, like Wayne's on with Mad Dog on their show. Like that's
Yeah,
fucking-
man.
that's cool.
It's how the shit happens, bro. So
Mad Dog, you're becoming a legend.
while we're on it, Chibsy did his second stand up last Thursday at the Icon, and he killed it. Dan Southern he's also from 1001 Songs
Yeah.
That Make You Want to Die. He did his premiere. He popped his comedy cherry as stand up, and
How'd he do?
on it, dude, he stole the show. He stole
Yeah?
the show. He honestly,
No
dude,
shit.
like I'm gonna say this, but not to be on a pedestal or nothing. Like people thought that I was gonna be the best on the night, but I wasn't because he was. You feel me? Like
That's great.
I'm so super stoked for him because he's genuinely funny, and you could tell that he genuinely does it not for his own enjoyment, but because he wants to make other people feel good. And it's the same with his music and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, dude, in the middle of my set or at the beginning of the set, like, I gave him a shout out just because, like, for anyone that wants to take the leap, please do so because there's so much that you have to give that you don't want to just reserve from allowing people to enjoy who you are as a person. And I think him on the night, like he embodied everything that he wanted to do. And honestly, dude, he stole the show. Like he was a superstar. His missus did it too. She was funny.
Hell yeah.
But if I'm being real, like Dan Southern from 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die, he stole the show. So please continue to do it, Dan. If you listen to this or anyone listening to us, follow him and his band because
So wait, did he
yeah.
play? Did he play music as well?
no, he's just he just did
Oh, okay.
straight comedy. This
Yeah,
motherfucker
sick.
took his shirt off, man. He's got a dad bod, and he was like, and then he changed out of like concealing clothing, and then put on like like non-concealing clothing.
Perfect.
And like
I
I'm
love it.
not making fun of him at all. So that's not what it is. It's just his all factor and his stage presence was honestly next level, man. So I just
Good for him.
yeah, really proud. He said that you and I had an influence on him. I think. So I don't know, man. Just yeah, I just like when either you and I or myself give people confidence to do something that they never would have done before. You know what I mean?
Right. No, dude, I feel that. And you know what? Like, we do comedy, like, for us, because it makes us feel good, and it's like the only place, like, that we fit in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like we fit in places. It's like we can go out and, like, chill with people, and it's like, we're not awkward. It's fine. But, like,
Yeah.
I'm, like, truly me. Like the
And you
real
have to
me. The real me
You have
is
to
like
be.
when I'm up there
Yeah, I feel you.
on stage, just being silly. Like that's me because all the
Yeah,
barriers are down. Like all you know what I mean. Like
yeah. And that's
all
why
of
it's such a
the
pleasure for someone to strip back all of the PC shit and how you're technically supposed to be and show you the real them. And I feel as though that's what he did on the night. So, yeah,
perfect.
hats
Well, good
hats
for you,
off.
Dan. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, back into Mad Dog. Oh, and I picked up Chibsy's mom and gave her a big cuddle like I said. And it was fantastic.
You kept your promise.
Hell yeah, I did. I was looking forward to it. That was the highlight of my evening.
She's cool as hell, ain't she?
Hell yeah, dude. She's
Yeah.
awesome.
All right. So, yeah, folks, we got a letter in front of us from the Mad Dog himself. Now, I haven't even I really try to never proofread any of these.
Okay, good.
I never go through. I have no idea what this says.
All right, good. Let's
I
go.
like to be surprised too.
Yeah, nice.
All right. So the Mad Dog says, "Dear Cooking Cream, I'd like to hear you guys discuss any times or run-ins that you may have had with your neighbors, either in childhood or more recently. My story this week is called Lemon Tennis."
What?
Lemon tennis.
All right. Good luck beating that.
Lemon tennis. Lemon tennis.
With a racket, you squeeze out the sour juices and sprinkle it all over the court.
Well, you know what they say: when life gives you lemons, you play a bit of tennis. Ah! All right, sorry.
I wonder if that's coming. I wonder if that's coming.
So the story's called
Have,
Lemon Tennis.
have you got a tennis ball, sir? No, but I've got a couple of lemons. Would you like a basket of lemons? Bit of bounce. Bit of bounce. Oh fuck, hurry up, I'm tired.
What's a group of lemons even called?
Hold on, I've got my computer in front of me. I'll have a look.
Like, is there a specific name for like a batch of lemons?
Lemon herds.
What?
That's
No way.
yeah, lemon herds.
That's real?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
A herd?
Group of lemons, a lemon herd. What are you doing with
It's a
them
fucking
horses
herd.
over there? I just get around, roll up them herd of lemons. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm doing that accent, but it's just
I don't know why.
ain't fucking nah. Might get the fucking green ones, eh? Be fucking quick. Mate, fucking yellow ones, mate. They're fucking ripe for the picking, eh? Fucking get him.
A herd of lemons.
A herd of lemons. Wow.
So the Mad Dog says,
All right.
when my brother and I were young, we lived in a house that had a massive lemon tree in the backyard. Imagine the biggest lemon tree you have seen. Big enough to climb. It was also extremely abundant with gigantic lemons all year round.
Big
One
turd
d-
herd lemons.
One day, we had the idea that we would harvest some of the fruit from the tree to encourage rejuvenation. So we climbed the tree and picked as many lemons as we could find, almost stripping the tree bare. We hadn't thought too much further on from this, and the huge pile of lemons was way too bountiful for 3 families to use, let alone ours. It then clicked that we could probably be in a lot of trouble once our parents discovered the massive pile of fruit that was now completely wasted. We had to get rid of the evidence somehow. Instead of just putting them in the bin, our minds went to another, more entertaining way of getting rid of them.
Mm.
We went inside and got a tennis racket each and got to work. We just started fucking launching these things with all our power as far as they could go over our fence and into the wild yonder of the neighborhood. We got better and better at it and started to find our range. The lemons were flying at least 2 to 3 houses down on each hit,
Wow.
landing God knows where in the yard. With the evidence disposed of, we went back inside and went about our normal business.
Wow.
Hang on 1 second. Quick pause. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Everyone hang in there. Wayne, say something.
I'm gonna. Yo,
Yeah, sorry.
that's alright. I just did the X-Men theme song. So
Really?
yeah, I seriously did.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
I hope we don't get sued because we're broke.
Well, that's the thing. You can't sue someone if they have nothing.
Give me all of your nothing. All right.
Never. You will
Yeah.
never get my nothing. All I have is this herd of lemons.
I got a lemon and a tennis racket. What do you want to do? Got his herd of lemons.
All right. So, again, where was I? Yeah. So, with the evidence disposed of, we went back inside and went about our normal business. Later that afternoon, we received a knock on the front door. My dad answered, and I could hear him talking to someone. However, I wasn't paying a lot of attention. After a few minutes, Dad came down the hall and into the living room with a bulging garbage bag in each hand and tipped the contents of them onto the floor in front of us. Of course, about 200 lemons with tennis racket string imprints on each of them.
Man.
Apparently, the neighbor 2 doors down had spent all afternoon collecting them and mostly had trouble fishing them out of his pool filter, which was now completely non-functional.
Well, lemon baths are actually good for you, so
Right, there's a positive
missed
there,
opportunity. Missed opportunity, sir.
Mom and Dad were not impressed, to say the least.
Mm.
However, I can't help but think with the forehands that my brother and I had displayed that day that Australian tennis has missed the boat on the male version of the Williams sisters. Oh, perhaps.
What? Oh, gosh. What's your skill level? Well, I hit a couple of lemons.
Mad Dog Williams.
Mad Dog Williams. I'm the big one.
Run-ins with neighbors. See, now I'm going into my memory bank here from being a kid.
What have we got? Trying to think.
Well, I mean, look, I certainly pissed off neighbors when I was a child. I'm just trying to think of, like, exactly what oh, actually, okay, so I remember. So we had watched the movie Three Ninjas, right? This is
Fucking
way back.
awesome movie.
Way back. Yeah,
Yep.
well, just make sure you preserve that memory and please don't watch it now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Please do yourself that favor. Do not put that movie on now.
No,
it will
no.
ruin everything you think you know about it.
Yep.
Because it is bad. It's
It's-
fucking dumb.
It's horrible,
so bad.
but because the thing is, you watch it with the mind of a child, which we are
Exactly.
no longer. in that mindset. So yeah.
Exactly. So, all right. So there's a scene in that movie where like the ninja kids, they get a bunch of like pepper and spices and they ball them up into
Yeah,
coffee
yeah,
filters and then rubber
yeah.
band them, and so they use
Yep.
them as like as weapons to like blind those guys who
Mm,
are trying to break into the house, right? So they throw them at their face.
yep.
All right, so we see that and got a little bit of inspiration from it. So my brother and I and a friend of ours, we got a bunch of household ingredients like flour and sugar and spices and peppers and salt and all this shit we could find, anything that was powdered.
Yep.
And we balled them up in coffee filters and got rubber bands, tied them all around. And
Oh
this
my
was like at
goodness.
night, like the sun had just gone down.
Yep.
And what we did was we went out the front door, and like all the street lights were on. And my brother threw the first one. What he did was he threw it at a tree, and it
Right.
exploded. And all the flour and anything else in it burst into like this cloud that
Yeah.
looked pretty cool under the street lights. Actually, like it was kind
Yeah,
of
it would.
cool. Like it all
Yeah.
floated in the air. And we were like, "Oh, that's awesome!" And dude, I'm not even kidding. We made like 20 of these fucking things.
Of course.
We had a
Of course.
basket of them. So I threw one at the same tree, did the same thing. We're like, "Oh, awesome!" So then we started to get the idea that the next thing we should throw it at is a house, of course,
Of course. Yeah.
not
'Cause
our own
there-
house, someone else's house.
It's an easy, non-moving target.
Right.
Yeah.
So my brother Steve throws one at a house like 2 doors up from us.
Mm.
Just like, I think he like hit the mailbox or something. Like it didn't hit like the house itself, but exploded on the mailbox. And then
Yeah.
I
Right.
threw one up onto the roof of the house.
Wow.
And then we got the brilliant idea to wait for the next car that was going to come by.
Yep. That's the hierarchy of,
That's
the
always where it escalates.
delinquency.
Dude, fucking car comes rolling by, and me and Steve and whoever we were with, some other kid, I don't even remember,
Hmm.
we just unload from a bush.
Oh,
Like we're like hiding
really?
in a bush because we're ninjas. We're hiding in
Yeah,
the
of course.
shadows, obviously.
Yeah.
Dude, we fucking heave so many at once. Like
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
holding 2, Steve's holding 2, this other kid's holding 2. So it's just like right hand, left hand, boom, 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 boom. It's just like
Yeah.
6 to 8 of these motherfuckers, just like, dude, like this car. It's just like boom, 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 and it's just there's shit everywhere. It's like they all exploded in these like massive dust clouds, and the car had to stop because it's like the driver surely couldn't see anything
Oh my
because it
gosh.
just all exploded like in like it was all in the headlights.
Yeah. Yeah. You kids. Like, were they shaking their fists? You kids.
Oh,
You
dude.
delinquents.
Well, come to find out very quickly, as we're hiding now. This person can't see us, but obviously they could try and make a guess as to where they came from.
Yeah.
Person gets out of the car and looks around. Not sure where they came from, except he looks just maybe 10 feet ahead and sees that the tree in front of my brother and I's house has
Yeah.
like 2 explosions on it. Like there's like flour and shit all over the tree.
Right. Okay.
And unbeknownst to us, one of them apparently had been leaking. There was a trail leading
God.
out of my front door, out
Is
of
this
my
motherf-
yard.
Does this motherfucker have eagle vision? How's he going to see a trail of spices
It was
from
the
your
flower,
front?
because it was the
Oh, the
flower. It was
flower.
all white.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Yep. So that's
Got
what he
you.
was seeing. It was practically glowing in the street lights. This flower was so bright, and it was in our
Jesus.
front yard, leading
Uh,
to the front door.
damn.
And we're hiding in the bushes, and we watch this guy walk right to our front door and knock on
Oh,
it as
fuck.
we're hiding in the bushes. we're
Oh,
like,
fuck, dude.
we're like, no, fucking how? How does he know?
How? He did it as a kid. He knows. This is
Anyway,
payback.
long story short, a lot of trouble. Got in so much
Yeah.
fucking trouble for
Oh, my.
that
Did you
shit.
guys have to wash his car?
No, I mean, I don't know. I think I was like 10. Steve must have been 8. And whatever kid we were
Damn.
with. I mean, we were young. Like, we had.
Y'all were doing shit like that at 10 and 7?
Yeah, we were not the most well behaved.
Jesus.
I once threw a rock. It was a pebble at the garage door.
Right.
Okay. Now, back in those days, the garage door, it was just made of wood. It was like a
Oh, yes.
sliding garage door. No such thing as a
Yeah.
garage door opener. I mean, there
Nope.
probably was some, but no one really had them. It was just a handle and a lock. He
Yeah,
just
you
slid
just
the fucking thing,
pull
but
the
it was
shit
just
up.
wood panels.
Yep.
I threw a rock, and it stuck into the wood.
Damn.
Like it
Cannon.
just stuck there. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
So I picked
So-
up another one. And I
Yeah.
threw the rock at the garage again, and it stuck into the wood.
Damn. Okay.
Dude, this is how dumb I was. I must have been 8 or 9. So then I just started picking up rocks and started heaving them
Yep.
at the garage door.
Yeah.
It got to the point, I'm not even kidding, bro. I put 20 holes
Oh,
like-
dude, you're
in the wooden garage door.
no way.
And my
You kept
mom,
going.
my mom, she sees it. And dude, you remember like when you really fucked up as a kid, that look on your parents' face, like that, like the look of like, if you weren't my kid, I'd
Yep.
probably kill you right now.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
Yes, because that's the
that's
look.
the look. That's the look.
Yeah, it's like I absolutely would have no problem killing you and going to prison right now.
And then their eye twitches, and that's them contemplating how they could kill you and get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the look.
I really thought she was like
Oh my
like
god!
I like
dude, that-
legit. She would never hurt me, but I thought she was gonna hurt me because I was a child in my imagination. I was just like, oh my god, like she might. I was like, my mom might actually like
Yeah,
hurt me, like do damage
Yeah.
to me.
yeah.
And,
Damn,
and
that's fucked. And you
I
deserve
would
it.
have deserved a slap in the face, like, of course.
You deserve to get your ass beat.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was very fucking stupid.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah, dude. So dumb.
All right. Well, the neighbor encounter of mine that came to mind is not as entertaining as yours. It's a bit darker, but it's the first one that
Oh,
popped up.
cool.
Nah, cause like, dude, okay. Um, so it was when I was a kid. I was in middle school, maybe even grade school, and we were tasked to do a project to come up with an invention. And at the time, like I was the oldest son, and I always had to pick up the dog shit in the yard, and I was fucking over it, right? So I wanted to invent, timestamp this shit. I wanted to invent a yard that could flip upside down, and so all of the poop and shit would fall into like an incinerator or wherever and go somewhere. Right? This is the mind of a kid,
Brilliant.
right? How it's simple. And then it just flip back over, and then yeah, brand new yard. So, oh, wait a minute. Am I on time or am I lagging? Hold on. Let me
Okay.
reload. Should I
Yep.
reload? Okay.
I got you now.
Do you?
Yeah, yeah, you're here.
Okay. All right. All right. Cancel. Cancel. One.
You're all good. Yeah, I think you. Yeah, two. I think you just delayed for a
Okay.
sec, but you're
All
good.
right. All right. So that was my idea, right? Um, and I worked on it with my neighbor for a little bit, like a grown ass man, right? Um, and I was alone with him for a couple of hours, and he was, talking to me, and we were working on this project, blah blah blah, and I was telling my ideas, and yeah, it was like a collaboration. Uh, anyways, come back home, tell my parents about it, blah blah blah, I put it down. A week or two later, he ended up hanging himself in the garage.
Jesus.
Right? I don't know if I've said that on here before. I don't know, but
Well, no, not on here. No.
yeah,
Or
I
nor to
mean,
me.
yeah, I mean that's just how crazy this shit. Because he had like three little kids too. He had a wife and three kids, and like I was with him the week before he hung himself in his own garage.
Fuck.
So not as bright as throwing paprika at someone's windscreen, but that's like that's my neighbor encounter. We tried to stay out of trouble a lot because my dad's black and he would actually beat our ass. You did what?
I'm just
So,
wondering, like, if him hanging himself,
mm.
if it was actually like legit your fault.
Like my idea drove him mad. He
Yep.
couldn't figure it
Yep.
out. Oh god. Oh
He
god.
heard you. He heard your idea, and he just stared at the floor, and he just said to himself, "I'll never ever come up with something so brilliant."
Oh
And that was it.
gosh.
That was you
Just
pushed it.
I'm talking to him the whole time, and he's like, "This stupid fucking kid honestly thinks this is a good idea, and he wants to come over in 2 weeks' time to finalize the project. Next week, dead."
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I've never
Yeah.
looked at it from that angle.
It's definitely your fault.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit. Okay. Well,
Maybe, but maybe, I don't know, maybe he was working on something based on your idea, where, he was trying to engineer an environment in his garage that could, like, actually flip upside down. And what it would do is, like, it would automatically, like, put tools away, like, as it flipped.
uh-huh.
Right, and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
would
yeah.
do all
Yeah.
these like wacky things. It was like like Inspector Gadget shit.
Right.
So he's working on it. He gets a prototype built. He flips
Yeah.
the floor in his garage, but what he forgot about was he had uh, been hanging some plants off of
What?
off of the ceiling beam with a rope, and then he
Okay.
flips his garage upside down. He falls because he was standing in the wrong place, and then his neck gets caught in the plant
Mm.
rope. And
Mm.
then they found him. It was like a Willy Wonka scene where they find him in an upside down room, and
Yeah.
he's hung himself like a depressed Oompa Loompa.
Well, because he actually hung himself by his feet.
It's like,
He
wait, what?
didn't.
Oh no, I never said he
What?
was dead. I was just saying
No,
he
I just
hung
saying
himself
he.
from the ceiling
Yeah.
in a certain way. He just, yeah, no,
He
he's fine.
pretended. He pretended to be a shirt on a hanger. His arms are all out to the side, legs dangling.
By the way,
Nothing
I don't
sinister.
know where I was going with that total stretch of a joke.
We're
That's my delirium fucking
we're
kicking
tired.
in. That
We're
was
tired.
so dumb.
That was no. That was funny.
Maybe his engineering garage floor upside down, cause you know, and then
Yo,
ropes, and then he got
yo,
caught in it, right?
that made more sense than gorilla tours.
Yeah,
For
it
real.
did.
Really? I'll believe your story more than the fact that motherfuckers are taking people out on gorilla excursions.
Bro,
You fucking
Google that
serious?
shit. Google Gorilla Trek or go on YouTube, man. You'll see videos of people. There's some close calls, bro.
Hmm.
Close calls.
Let's combine the two. So now you can see the 9-year-old boy approaching the 800-pound silverback gorilla. He seems to be explaining some sort of ridiculous idea about flipping a backyard upside down in order to remove all of the puppy feces. The gorilla, infuriated in rage, goes to grab the guide by the ankle and does so for quite some time before releasing him to go hang himself in a banana tree. I'm tired.
Yep.
Yep.
Folks, we love all of you. Good to be back this week. What fucking day is it? Like
It's
right
Wednesday.
now. It's Wednesday that we're recording it. All right. I'll put this shit out tomorrow, Thursday. Cool.
Dope.
And
Dope.
then we're gonna get together actually in person and run a pod.
But on the 20th,
Oh wait,
yo,
I yeah, I probably
we
can't
have.
do that though.
Oh,
I'll tell you
fuck.
about it later. Off
All
air.
right. Well, all right. We'll talk about some stuff after.
Oh well, maybe it depends. Depends.
All right. I'll let you know what the deal is.
Cool. Well, anyway, at some point over the weekend, we will record another, and then
Yeah.
put it out there, and then we'll get a love lounge going and all that shite. So, my friends, fans, people, love you. We'll wrap this thing up. We'll just keep it short. Good to be back. Good to be back in town. Good to be back home. And yeah, cool. We will catch you not too far from now.
That's right. Peace out.
Peace.